Okay, we're going to see how to use one of these Visconti traveling ink pots with a repeated fill. The first thing you do is get your ink pot. These are some of mine. One thing I recommend if you don't have one yet is to try to get one with a textured or easily gripped cap like these two. The one I'm going to use today is very slick, so that means it's sometimes hard to get a grip on to open. But we'll go ahead and open that. And you want to set the lid aside. Now, these are not all that sturdy standing up, so you can hold it up like this, but be very careful. In fact, you're much more likely to spill ink by knocking the ink pot over than you are filling the pen. So now we'll get the pen out, and you can either prep it ahead of placing it in the ink pot, like that, or you can just keep it inserted and get it ready once it's in the ink pot. So that's what we'll do. So what you do is here, you take the pen inside, get a very firm grip on it, and then you invert it. Get these out of the way. See, they fall down very easily. So now we've got it inverted, and I'm going to pull, holding this, the ink pot and the pen with one hand, and we're just going to pull down, wait a bit so it can let the gravity fill, and then push back in. There'll be a little more resistance pushing it back in because of the pressure. Then you just repeat that process. Wait a bit. Some people like to count to 10 or 5. Really counts more when you push it back in. And now we're going back in. And there I let it wait for about 5 seconds just to completely fill. And I like to screw the pen back in while it's still in the ink pot. Then we flip it over and you remove the pen. So here's our full pen, and here's our ink pot. Now I only did it twice because you'll notice there's very little ink left in this ink pot because this is a very this Visconti Art Mutahar is very has a lot of capacity, so there's a bit left, but I can get maybe 2 fills from this. So I hope that helps. Just remember to be careful about not knocking this over, and I do recommend never doing this around a cat, because when I made the first video the cat knocked it over. So good luck.